There's a brand new DCEU coming. Or take out the E. It's just going to be a brand new DC cinematic universe that James Gunn is bringing us, starting, of course, in 2025 with Superman, what was called Legacy, now just called Superman. We've got the animated show as well coming out. What's that one called? The Creature Commandos? Creature Commandos. We got the Creature Commandos. That's coming out as well. We know we got a Batman movie coming with Robin, Brave and the Bold. We've got a lot of things coming. We are also getting ready to get a new Joker. And we're not talking about Jonathan's Matt Reeves Joker.
Yeah.
We're talking about a new Joker in James Gunn's universe. So I had a few people write to me and ask me, you know, can you guys do like some of your picks for the new Joker? And then just the other day, James Gunn kind of posted about Joker. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to do that. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to throw out there 10 names that I think would be a very good Joker. And then what I want is for Jeff and Ray to give me on a scale of 0 to 100 how much they would like that pick to play the new Joker, and incorporate a little bit in that how possible you think it is. So I'm going to start, and these are in no particular order. This is not number 1 through number 0. No, it's just 10 random names. Okay, I like all these in no particular order. So here we go. Will Polter. This is a guy who has impressed me every single time he's been. Even this is a real mark of an actor that I enjoy a lot. Even when they're in things that I didn't like, I really like their performance. Will Polter to me is one of those guys. So he, and a little bit more on the younger end, but he's the first guy I got up there. Ray, 0 to 100. How much do you like the Ray Polter?
I like that at 85, baby.
80. Okay, 85.
I like that.
Jeff, what about you?
79.
Really? You're going to go high on that one too?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, he was going to play Pennywise, right?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I think he could do well behind makeup and all that.
All right. So let's get on to my next guy. His name is very big right now, but even before they just recently announced a big role for him, I've thought that this guy could be an interesting pick for a Joker character. Eben Moss-Bachrach, who of course is going to be Ben Grimm in Marvel, but we've seen a lot of actors playing both Marvel and DC films. I don't think that's a stuff. I love this guy's work on The Bear. I thought he was phenomenal in Andor. Was he on Girls as well before? I can't remember if he was on Girls before that. At any rate, I think this guy's absolutely terrific. He just won a whole bunch of awards this year for his work on The Bear as well. So Ray, what do you think about this?
I may have started too high. 86.
Oh, so you're going to go one more higher.
Yeah.
You're just one more up above over Will
like him,
Polter.
actually.
Jeff, what about you?
32.
Oh, you're down on that one. Why?
I don't like it. I like him as an actor. I just don't see him as the Joker. I think you need someone a little bit bigger.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So that's 2 down. Let's move on to this one here. This is an actor who I've admired for a long time. And coincidentally, one of our viewers brought him up on yesterday's show. He has a little bit of a connection to the Batman universe already. He hasn't done a lot recently. I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt would make a very interesting Joker. In this, remember, in a James Gunn universe, I think he's got the range to do it. I think there is some poetic nature to it, just the fact that he's connected to the Batman universe already. I like the idea of Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Ray, what about you?
I got to go just an even 50. I'm not sure. Like 50, we'll go 51 just because, like, I like the actor, but I don't know for Joker. I'm not sure.
All right, Jeff.
I'm a sucker for JGL. I'll go 84. And
Whoa.
I'm looking forward to his turn in Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Yeah, that's right. When is that supposed to come out, by the way?
I think this summer.
It's this summer?
I think so.
Looking forward to that. Okay. I think that's, 3 down? Let's go on to the next
3.
one. This guy is, nobody will doubt, is a phenomenal actor. Now, I'm going a little bit more in the older range, so this is bucking the idea that you have to have Batman and Joker in the same age range. I'm going a little bit older, but this guy has menaced audiences, and he is a two-time Academy Award winner. I'm saying Christoph Waltz would make a hell of a Joker.
Oh, wow.
I think he would make, a very different kind, leaning more on the older end. But can you imagine this guy bringing the psycho to it? Anyway, Ray, what do you think about Christoph Waltz?
Before I continue, we're talking about the Joker that will be the Joker throughout the whole
in this
for
new
the gun.
DC
Starting
universe.
with Brave and the Bold or whatever, if he makes an appearance. Oh, man, I love the actor, but I just keep seeing Alan Ritchson as my Batman, and oh man, I'll go 35%.
35. Okay, Jeff, what about you?
I'll go 75. I think he'd be good. I can see what you're getting at, but I don't think he'd be my favorite of these picks yet.
The age is a tough one for me.
Well, who are you comparing him to? Are you like Pattinson or
Well, I mean, we don't know who the Batman
right?
is.
Is the Batman supposed to be older in Brave and the Bold?
Well, I don't know. See, like I said at the beginning, I'm kind of bucking the idea that you got to have your Batman and your Joker in the same age range. I'm assuming whoever they get to play Batman in the new DCU is probably going to be younger than Christoph Waltz is, but I still really like him, so I'm going to go with that. All right.
I like it.
Let's go another one here. This guy, another phenomenal actor, comic book movie pedigree, has played everything from comedic, charming, and completely psycho. I like James McAvoy. James McAvoy as a Joker in a new James Gunn thing. Ooh. I just think about his performance in Split to go along with his performances in just about everything else he's ever done. I think he could bring some really cool DNA to the whole thing. Anyway, Ray, what would you think about James McAvoy?
87, baby.
Oh, that's your favorite so far.
Yeah.
All right, going up to 87. What about you, Jeff?
I'm going to go 78. I'll slot him underneath Polter and JGL.
But still a very high number. You like this pick.
I do like that idea. And I think what you're getting at with his performance in Split, like the range that he showed. And I mean, he can be a scary dude.
Yeah, he can be very
His
scary.
His eyes are so piercing, it's crazy.
And that movie, Speak No Evil, that's coming out this summer, that looks a little freaky.
Okay, so you were at CinemaCon.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were at CinemaCon. I loved that preview they showed us for Speak No Evil.
Yeah.
I love that preview, so it's going to be really interesting to see. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This next one is going to ruffle some feathers, and that's okay. But if you accept for a second that the ethnicity of Joker has never been an important part of who the character is, I want to bring up this guy. Because this guy is a guy who has shown me the ability to go from somber to psycho at the drop of a penny. I love every time he's on screen, even when he's in something as questionable as Haunted Mansion. I like Lakeith Stanfield. I love this guy. And like I said, his ability to go from somber to psycho so quickly and believably, I could totally see him as a Joker. Anyway, Ray, what would you think?
This guy could do anything in the world as far as I'm concerned, but not this one. 25%.
20. You're gonna go low on that one, Jeff. What do you think?
I think he's your best call yet. I'll go 85.
Really?
I got to see something different from this Joker, John. Right? I got to see something different. I think a black Joker would be pretty interesting, and he is at or near the top of that list.
And depending on what James Gunn wants to do, you may never actually see his skin.
That's true.
Depending on whether he wants him always in the makeup. Because when you look, I like the fact you bring up different, because when you look at all the Jokers we've had, from Jack to Heath to Jared to Joaquin, these have all been radically different kinds of Jokers from each other. And if you want to continue trying to make something really different, I just forget different. Take different out of it. I think he'd be phenomenal. Yes. I think he'd be really good. So
I think so too.
all right. We'll go into this next one. This guy is an Academy Award winner. I have seen him do everything. A lot of us think of it with his great comedic chops. He won his Academy Award for Incredibly Dramatic. But I still think my fondest memory of him is going all the way back to Galaxy Quest. I think Sam Rockwell would make a hell of a Joker. I think he could bring intensity. I think he could bring crazy.
Dance moves?
I think he could bring the dance moves. And I think he's a name. Several other of the names I've already mentioned could be good too. But I think he's a name that would really excite the fan base as well. And again, some comic book movie experience already in there. Ray, what do you think about a Sam Rockwell?
84, baby.
84.
Right below Polter.
Right below Will Polter. Jeff?
I'll go 82. I also like this and thought about him on the ride over. So yeah, a little bit over Polter, mainly, and guys like McAvoy, because I just don't think of the Joker as like jacked like McAvoy is.
Right.
So yeah, Rockwell fits the body
Again,
type a bit
unless
more.
they wanted to do something a little bit different
Right,
with
of
Joker
course.
than they've done before. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Liquid IV. You know, summer is just around the corner, and Anna and I have some of our favorite activities coming up, from hiking, swimming, going camping. But in order to do all that, you gotta stay hydrated, because you need hydration that keeps up with every moment. Just a single stick of Liquid IV makes ordinary hydration extraordinary. And for me, preparing a glass is the easiest thing in the world. Simply open up a packet, pour it into your glass of water, and enjoy. And guys, there's a reason that Liquid IV is the #1 powdered hydration brand in America. It has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink. Just tear, pour, and live more. Just 1 stick plus 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. With 8 vitamins and nutrients, non-GMO and free from gluten, dairy, and soy. There's no artificial colors or sweeteners, and it's got 4 delicious sugar-free flavors: white peach, green grape, raspberry melon, and lemon lime. So turn your ordinary water into extraordinary hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code Campea at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code Campea at liquidiv.com. All right, let's go on to this next one here. This is a guy who everybody else on this list already worships. I just finished watching one of the greatest comedians in the world talking about how this guy should be on the Mount Rushmore of all-time comedy, but he's also won a lot of audiences over with his surprising dramatic turns. And it doesn't hurt that he's a good Canadian kid. Jim Carrey. And I'm not talking about the Ace Ventura Pet Detective, Jim Carrey.
He can do anything, honestly.
You combine his Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Jim Carrey, with his Dr. Robotnik, Jim Carrey. I think this is a guy who can literally do anything. I just the other day I was watching Dave Chappelle say that Jim Carrey's top 3 all time. I was just watching Jerry Seinfeld with him saying he thinks he's his favorite comedian ever. You see what he can do dramatically. Now, is this a little too on the nose?
Because of the Riddler?
Because of the Riddler part
that's where...
and the clown aspect to him? Maybe. But all I'm saying is, if tomorrow they announced that Jim Carrey was going to play Joker, I would personally be very excited about it. Ray, what do you think?
I go 85.
85. You're going to go that high.
Yeah.
You like it a lot too? Okay. Jeff, what do you think?
89.
Whoa, so this is your favorite one so far?
So far, yes. I brought him up on the ride over because I called a friend to talk about this over, and I brought up Jim Carrey. I think he's a great actor. And he can be kind of terrifying and menacing.
Yep. Yeah.
I like when he goes dark. So
when he did the Cable Guy,
I think it would be cool
if he could bring the darker element of Cable Guy.
I wonder.
And plus, all my worries of me just seeing the Riddler, his acting is so strong that he'll make us forget that he even played that role.
I wouldn't be worried
so.
about that.
Yeah,
but I do wonder if on a personal level, because I know he was really committed to this, if he wants to go down that dark of a road.
Well, if you ever watched his thing he did with Jerry Seinfeld and his Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, he's talked a lot in the last recent years about, I might be done acting. I mean, it surprised everybody that was coming back for the next Sonic movie. So he might just be happy doing his painting.
What a role, man.
I just think of the Joker's like a showman, and I look at him in the mask, and I'm like, yeah, this dude could do it. He could be Mr. J.
Oh, he can do it.
He could totally be that.
He's got the height. He's got the slenderness.
And he's got the talent.
Yeah.
All right. Let me move on to, I believe this is my 9th one. Switching gears a bit. If we wanted to get something like, I'm trying to think more along the lines, because a lot of my picks so far have been Jack kind of Jokers. What if we want to go a little bit more Heath kind of Joker? Somebody could bring that heavier, darker tone and stuff like that, but you have no doubt he could break it loose when
Justin
he needed
Long.
to. I love Justin
So
Long.
dark.
Never besmirched Justin Long.
I love Justin Long.
Justin
I just
Long.
bring it up.
All right. I think this is going to be the one name that's going to really surprise people the most that I'm putting on this list. But I think if they wanted to go in this direction with the kind of Joker, Adam Driver's our guy.
I was gonna guess.
Were you gonna guess Adam Driver?
No, I was thinking, who could this be? And I was like, Adam Driver.
Yeah, I could see that for
Yeah.
sure.
If you wanted to go with a heavier, darker Joker who then just goes a little bit crazy,
A very tall Joker.
a very tall,
Yeah, but they are very tall
Yeah,
jokers.
yeah.
also
I mean-
kind of jacked though. I mean, you're talking about a guy who, by the time his career's over, he's going to have 1 or 2 Oscars on his mantle.
A
I
shirtless
think
Joker.
again, it depends on what kind of Joker James Gunn wants to go for in his movies. But if they go for a certain type, I think Adam Driver could be a good pick. Ray, what do you think?
I'm just gonna say 71 because I wouldn't be opposed to it, but he's not one of my top.
Jeff, what about
Yeah,
you?
54. Better than Eben Moss Backrack, but
Yeah.
But
not my
high
favorite
on your
choice.
list. You're not digging this one. Okay. All right. My final one. My final one is another Academy Award winner.
Mm.
Has played the heaviest of drama, can play quirky and crazy. But there's also, I admit, a pure poeticism to this pick because he used to be Batman. Christian Bale. Christian
I thought you were going
Bale.
to say Keaton for a second.
Michael Keaton as Joker. No, that one's crossed my mind too. But Christian Bale going full circle from giving us what is a lot of people's favorite Batman. Not mine, but I mean, I loved him as Batman, but a lot of people, he's their quintessential Batman. To then coming back out and playing Joker. And I just think there is, I'm admitting there's a lot of poeticism that's making me want to go with this pick. But I'm just saying, if they called out Christian Bale, an Academy Award winner, to do this, I would love it. Ray, what do you think?
He did one of my favorite Batmans, or my favorite Batman, but 25. I want him to. I want to see him in other things. Like I think after Gore the God Butcher, I think I want to see him do other things.
All right, Jeff, what about you?
Yeah, I'll go 66. I'm mid on it. Don't love it, don't hate it.
All right, so just to remind everybody, here were the 10 I threw out there. Will Polter, Eben, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Christoph, James McAvoy, Lakeith Stanfield, Sam Rockwell, Jim Carrey, Darth, what's his face?
Adam Driver.
Christian Bale.
Matt
Chat. Sorry, I killed your son. By the way, go look that up on Saturday Night Live. It's great. Those are the ones I picked. So Jeff, let me ask you. You clearly liked a bunch of those that you'd be down for. Do you have some other names maybe that I might have left?
I mean, there were a couple that came up in the conversation. I mean, the way that me and Jamie Williams, my buddy, approached it, it was like, well, who would people just be like, oh my God, I have to see this. I have to drop everything to see this. And the person that kind of came up was, imagine Adam Sandler as the Joker.
I could be down
Like an
for
Uncut
that.
Gems style, like
Not someone I would pick, but if like tomorrow out of nowhere they announced him, I could be down for that.
it's a stretch maybe. And I got another reach for you, but like, we were talking about Nicholson and like, well, what actor has modeled his career after Jack Nicholson is slowly becoming Jack Nicholson?
I think I know who you're going to say.
Mr. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh yeah,
not who I was going to think you're going for.
Who has never done, I mean, guys like, because I was saying like him, Pitt, Cruz, they've never done a big comic book movie before, so they have a certain eligibility, and it's like, this is one of those irresistible roles. Could you get one of those triple A-listers to do this? And if one of them did, I don't know why I was thinking Leo, but just the
if
jack
you need
of
a
it all.
selling point, you can tell Leo, hey, Leo, 2 different guys have won Oscars playing this role. You want your second Oscar? Maybe this could be it.
I have a couple of picks, but they're all from Lord of the Rings. Viggo Mortensen,
Vigo? Yeah, he's
and, Orlando Bloom.
great. Orlando Bloom as the Joker.
okay.
Really?
Orlando, maybe. Yeah.
I want to see I want to see that Viggo. Like I have this like strange love for him recently because I guess I watched Lord of the Rings the other night. I was like, I want to see him again.
Tell us about this
either as
strange love, right?
Two-Face or somebody.
What's the name of the one? Is it not A History of the Violence? The one where
Yeah,
he's
he
the
was-
Russian hitman.
Yeah. History
Well,
of
that
I know he was in the History of Violence, but the one where he was
Eastern Promises.
Eastern Promises. That's the one I was
I feel like
thinking
I'm on the
of.
Schmodown.
That's pretty good. By the way, I want to bring up one name that I feel ashamed that I didn't think of.
Yeah.
Somebody in the live chat.
I have a
just put it in.
feeling I'm thinking of it too, but go ahead.
But because this is a name that would get people very excited. He's real hot right now because he's got a big hit show on Amazon.
Yeah, that was
Walton
my guess.
Goggins.
Yep.
Oh,
There you go.
How do you see
that would be
when
cool.
you said it's kind of like a
That.
Jack Nicholson? I thought you were going to say Walton Goggins a little bit.
That actually took the wind out of my sails. That was one of my
Sign the check.
honorable
John, I
mentions.
do like that.
Sign the check.
That's a good one, right?
Sign the check.
Sign the check right now.
He
You
was
know-
the villain in Tomb Raider too, with the one with Alicia.
He was pretty with Alicia Vikander. He was
Yeah.
actually pretty good in that.
I have one other. The Walton Goggins was my honorable mention. One other, but he's booked by Marvel. But I thought an interesting one could be a Paul Bettany.
Oh, I mean, Paul Bettany.
Paul
Like we were
Bettany.
just talking about Master and Commander yesterday. I mean, and remember, just because you're doing a movie with one studio doesn't mean you can't do other movies with other
I
studios.
know, but likelihood would be.
I was thinking of him as Silas from Da Vinci Code.
yeah.
You know, like
Oh,
so
I-
he did come up in my mind.
so I guess, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about the names that we all threw out there? Do you have some other names that you like? Go on down and throw them in the comments section down below. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.